Hello, what is up guys? My name is Sakila and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button just so that you're notified every single time I come out with new content. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big ol' thumbs up. Okay, so I know that either because of a decision that we've made ourselves to stop the spread of the virus or because of where we live, we've maybe been forced to do this. A lot of us are choosing or being forced to quarantine ourselves during this time to help stop the spread of the virus. I know for a lot of us out there that staying at home, doing our work from home, doing school through home, like things, can get a little bit boring, I guess, or we can struggle with, okay, now I have all this time, so what should I do with it? So with that in mind, I thought I would come on here and make this video. So let's jump right into it. I give you things to do during your time in quarantine. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so if you know me, you know I absolutely have to add this one in there. So my first piece of advice for y'all during this time is make sure you're really using this time that you have on your hands to really get more so into your faith. So pray, spend time with God, read your word, and just really encourage you to take the time to try to figure out what God is trying to teach you during this time. Because I do truly believe that often it's the time that we are isolated with others. And when we're truly just spending that quality special alone time with God is really when he just starts to reveal different things to us. So I just hope and I pray that you really use this time to get into your faith and really just ask God, what do you want me to learn during this time, dear Lord God? How are you trying to grow me during this time? So yeah, that is my number one tip for y'all. Make sure you take this time. Take advantage of this time, redeem the time. Take this time to truly get into your word and get into your faith. Okay, so my next piece of advice for you guys would be to really take this time to catch up with an old friend. I know a lot of us out there, we possibly have a lot of good friends who we haven't seen in a while, and we always say that we'll get around to checking in with them and seeing how they're doing, but because of school or work and just life in general, we never get really around to doing that. So I feel like this is really an excellent time to check in with those people that you really care about, those old friends that you have, and just really see what's up with them and how they're doing. Okay, so my next piece of advice for y'all is to really use this time to invest in what you've possibly wanted to do for a really long time. So like a habit that you've wanted to create or a hobby that you've wanted to do, and really take that time to invest in those things. I know for me personally, I've literally wanted to learn guitar like forever. I've had a guitar forever, but I feel like I've always been too busy to actually like sit down and practice. So I really want to use this time to really learn something that I've wanted to do forever, and that's learning guitar. And then also for me personally, I really want to use this time to work on my Spanish. I wanted to become fluent in Spanish for literally like the longest time, but ever since like I'm not taking any really like Spanish classes right now. I do like Duolingo, and that's really been like a big help. But I really just hope to take this time to really more so help myself to become more fluent and really practice Spanish. So whatever it is that you've wanted to do for the longest time, I really encourage you to use this time to invest in those hobbies and those skills that you've wanted to learn. Okay, so my next piece of advice for you guys is to really use this time to self-reflect. I know a lot of us out there have very busy lives, and I feel like with that, we can often forget to take the time to really check in with ourselves and see how we're feeling. So I just really encourage you during this time to really check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, and maybe also really take this time to reevaluate your goals. Maybe ask yourself questions like, what are my goals? Have my goals for myself changed? Am I on track to accomplishing my goals? And I feel like really doing this will help give you just a more so clear perspective of where you are and possibly just a new and fresh understanding of where you want to go in life. So definitely really take this time to reflect on how you're feeling and reflect on where you are in your life and potentially where you want to go in life. Okay, so my next piece of advice for y'all is to really take this time while you're maybe stuck in the house to cook more. I know for me, I've definitely been getting way more into cooking just because I don't want to be going out as much, I mean, I'm hoping, that I won't get the virus or anything, but I've just been trying to be more cautious during this time. So I really encourage you to take this time to maybe go to the grocery store if you don't have groceries, maybe get some food that will last you for a while. I really have enjoyed eating potatoes. Actually, right here, I'm about to make some stir-fried baked potatoes. I've really been enjoying eating off of that lately. It's been really yummy. Also, if you like the recipe for that, let me know in the comments below if you maybe would enjoy me filming a cooking video. We might be doing that. Let me know that in the comments below as well. But yeah, really take this time to cook more. I know I've really been enjoying just like cooking and making my food myself, especially knowing that I can make it in any way I want. It's become less of a I have to cook thing and more so of I really actually enjoy cooking type of thing. So yeah, definitely take this time to maybe cook more. Okay, so my next tip for you guys is to actually grab yourself a notepad and to write out a gratitude list. I know in the times we're living in, it's so easy to get caught up in what we don't have or what we can't do right now. But if you really take some time to write out all the things you have in your life that you're grateful for, you'll be surprised by all the things that you do have. So you can write things like your family, your faith, the fact that you still have the ability to go to school, the fact that you have your basic needs met. Whatever it is, just make sure you take some time to write out all the things that you're grateful for. Okay, so my final piece of advice for you guys is to make sure you are taking some time to take a break from watching the news. I know we all, or most of us all, want to be informed, but you want to make sure that you're not getting too caught up in what you see and kind of just flooding your mind with more negativity and really just making yourself more worried. So make sure you take some time to just maybe turn off your phone, close your laptop, and just take a break from watching the news for a little bit. Alright, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you've been enjoying this content, make sure you subscribe for more. Until next time, I love you guys. Remember that you are all fearfully and wonderfully made. Be blessed. Bye, friends.